Hi. Let me start off by saying I feel amazing. I feel better than I've ever felt in my whole life. Uh, why I will get to. But for the last few weeks, I have drastically seen an improvement in my sleep routine, an increase in my energy. I'm thinking way clearer and cleaner than I ever really have. And no, I didn't stop doing drugs. I still smoke weed every day and I still do psychedelics. What changed? So, you guys remember when I told y'all about my scariest trip of my life and stuff like that and how you'd have to go listen to the video. It fucked me up. That's the best way to put it. It fucked me up. But one of the best things I took from it was that somewhere in there I realized I don't put as much work into how clean the food and the water and stuff like that I put in my body is, and way too much concern relative to those things about how clean the drugs I put in my body are. I'm not saying I shouldn't care about how clean the drugs I put in my body are, definitely should. But I don't care about my diet. I do now, but I didn't. And I was tripping and I was just thinking about myself. And I had that moment I told you where I was just like kind of looking at myself. And I realized, like, yo, bro, you're doing a good job, but you're letting yourself down in one of the most important like aspects of your entire life. And that's your diet, your nutrition, your personal, your health. Like your mental health. Yes, sir, we good there. Um Physical health, I'm healthy. I don't get really sick, things like that, but I could be doing way better. So I drastically changed up to I drink distilled water now. It's a personal choice. Uh I don't want to get into any kind of argument. Y'all are free to say whatever you want about me in the comments. I don't give a fuck if you don't think distilled water is a viable drinking source. I mean, fluid source. But feel free to flame me. But I switched up to drinking just distilled water. Um, that I have noticed a little bit of a difference. Just no, I pee way more regularly, and it seems healthier. But I don't want to get into that on a video blog. But that aside, just my whole diet change has like a lot cleaner foods is really what I would have to say I've done. I've stepped back to mostly more natural food sources or something that I put together from natural food sources, whether it's fruits, vegetables, various types of meats or nuts or things like that. And most of my stuff is some form of prepared thing off of that, rice, stuff like that. Um, been making smoothies, been using like a vegan protein powder. I don't want to get into what I've been using. Then all of a sudden, it just seems to seem like advertising shit, and I'm not. So, but I've just yeah no, I've been putting a lot more work into just much cleaner, more natural food sources, and very just consistent with it. And holy shit, I guess when you stack that on top of the fact that in the last probably year and a half of my life, probably about a year and a half ago, I cut out cocaine pretty much permanently. Best decision I ever made. Um, I I don't know, probably year 8 months ago, stopped taking Adderall. I fucked that up once or twice, but I'm definitely about 5 6 months without any of it, and that's a wonderful thing. Uh, Opiates were never a problem, but I dabbled. I haven't taken a single opiate probably in almost a year. And I haven't had a sip of alcohol since New Year's Eve of 2021, and that date is confirmed, and I didn't drink anything after midnight. Point I was making. when you add the dieting on top of those habits, and you think about, like, I guess the only drugs I'm taking now is smoking marijuana and psychedelics occasionally. Holy shit, man. Like, I've never felt this fucking good in my life. Uh, the sleep schedule is outrageous. Like, I go to sleep easily and I wake up even easier. I I sleep good. I don't necessarily remember my dreams. Seems to be a thing that happens when you smoke weed. But no, it's been wonderful. The thinking, holy shit. I'm very present. Like, I don't get distracted. I'm very here in myself. This moment. I don't care too much about tomorrow or yesterday. I'm very present. And I have noticed this as I've changed my diet. And then my mood. Very level-headed. Very in control. I don't get mad. I don't get frustrated. Perspective locked the fuck in, yo. I just... And it's something I never, my whole life, I ever fathomed could have done so much for me. But you're a fucking idiot if you don't think that way. No, it's hands down, like, best decision I ever made was just these little tiny little diet changes. They seem tiny, but they're fucking huge. And I swear to you, I swear I've never felt so fucking good. And this is really one of the first times, and I really think I'm really congratulating myself on these little changes. I'm so fucking happy for myself. And I didn't realize it till literally right now recording this. This is something I should have done years ago. I'm glad I got to share it with everybody. That's cool. Well, I guess the best thing I could say is you only get one of these bodies. You get one. It might sound ironic, I guess, coming from somebody with like 7 different piercings in his fucking face, but that shit can heal. Uh, it's cosmetic, but no, you get one of these, and you should really take care of it, cause I'm 31, and I will eventually reach a point where if I wouldn't have changed, I can't go back. That's big. That's big. So thank you for listening to me get my feelings for a moment. I hate that I always got to roll this into one of these, but because it sounds so phony. But I guess if you want to hear me get into my feelings more often, hit that subscribe button down there. Like, comment, let me know what you thought about this. But please hit that subscribe button. I'll have links down below to like the blog post I was talking about, where I was talking about the scariest trip of my life, and the other video blog about the scariest trip of my life. And I'll also have links down below to my blog, my website, my podcast. Go check out my podcast, the latest episode with my friend Julian. It's a really good little talk. But definitely hit that subscribe button right there if you wanna be notified on all my latest video blogs. And I'll catch you later on the rabbit hole. Thank you for listening, very much so.